It was my mother who took me to my first baseball game over here at what was then Braves Field. We saw Warren Spahn pitch. It must have been the last year that the Braves were in Boston. My mother was born in 1905, so when she became an adult, women didn't work at jobs that were executive or managerial. And what she did for a large part of her life was work as a volunteer. When I was in college, she was the president of a national organization that involved 70,000 women. My mother was not, frankly, a particularly warm woman. But she was a woman of very strong principles and ideas, and she was a woman who in many ways was ahead of her time. I remember her devotion to principles. I can recall when I was probably 6 or 7 years old, my mother's anger, the word I've often used is fulminating at the idea that people could be treated differently because of the color of their skin. And I clearly remember when the Supreme Court came down with the groundbreaking decision of Brown versus Board of Education that outlawed segregation in schools. And I remember saying to my mother, well, now everything will be all right. And she said, no, it will take a very long time before things get better. And of course, she turned out to be correct.